Let me quickly talk to you about business loans for fair credit, instant approval. We have here a massive amount, no personal guarantee, and fast funding. Don't go anywhere. You're going to love today's conversation. I guarantee it. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sweaty Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you were to ask me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka, and let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to talk to you about business loans for fair credit, instant approval. We have massive amounts, no personal guarantee, and fast funding. Number 10, folks, we have Acción. Our score is 7 over 10. So when you think about Acción, I want you to think about microloans. If you are looking for a microloan, this is this could be interesting. You have low interest microloans targeted to marginalized business owners, and you have monthly repayments. Okay, so this is a very specific niche when you think about Acción loans. And what we don't like with these loans is that the loan offers are limited by region. So one thing you need to think about is Acción overall is a nonprofit CDFI offering short and medium-term installment loans for startups and existing businesses. And this loan products mostly include microloans under $100,000, but there are also some offers for loans as large as $1 million, okay? And Acción specializes in lending to minority-owned businesses and women-owned businesses. So if you have a poor credit, fair credit, and you need a small startup loan, or you're looking for a loan for your established business, Acción is one of the few reputable online lenders that can help you actually get a good loan without actually screwing you over in terms of the APR. So our score is 7 over 10. Number 9, folks, we have PayPal Working Capital. Our score is 7.5 over 10. So this is great for PayPal sellers. So because there is no credit check, you have easy automatic repayments, and you have quick access to cash. The only drawback, as I said before, is that this funding program is only available to PayPal sellers. So if you are a business and you happen to have a PayPal business account or personal account, this could be a good opportunity, okay? And PayPal Working Capital offers short-term loans that function similar to merchant cash advances. In other words, these loans have no credit score requirements, and they are good options to consider if you already do business through PayPal. And as with most other short-term lending options, PayPal's Working Capital doesn't charge interest. Instead, you are charged a one-time fee that you repay along with the loan, okay? And PayPal would then collect a small percentage of your daily sales until you have repaid the loan and the fee. So this is how they actually work. And the application can be easily accessed within your PayPal account. And PayPal does not check your credit score, okay? Because again, things are based strictly on your PayPal sales. This is important. So if you have a PayPal business or Premier account that's been open for at least 3 months and is processing a certain amount of sales, let's say $15,000 a year or $20,000 a year or a month, then you can qualify. So the requirements is $15,000 a year for business accounts or $20,000 a year for Premier accounts. So you could get funded within minutes of accepting a loan offer. And just keep in mind that PayPal also offers business loans through Loan Builder, and those loans are open to all businesses and not just PayPal sellers, okay? Number 8, folks, we have Credibly. Our score, 8 over 10. And we love Credibly because Credibly has a constellation of loan products for fair credit, for business loan products for fair credit, but they are also great for merchant cash advance. So if you are a business and you have fair credit and you're looking for a merchant cash advance, Credibly is one of the best companies out there. You can borrow up to $400,000. In some cases, it can go all the way to $500,000. They will accept very poor credit, and they have transparent rates and fees. What about the cons? Credibly want you to have high revenue requirements, okay? One thing you need to understand is that overall, when we think about Credibly, you are thinking about a lender that originates several types of short-term loans, including merchant cash advances and working capital loans up to $400,000. And they also have business lines of credit up to $250,000 and others, okay? So this company is startup friendly, though you need to have been in business for 6 months, okay? 6 months. And they will accept you even if you have very poor credit. So this is really great. So they have a minimum required credit score of just 500, with business lines of credit offered to applicants with 560 personal credit. So this is actually below fair credit, so you can still qualify. Okay, one thing I want to say here is that you need to understand that some of Credibly's products, including its lines of credit, are made available through Credibly's network of external funding partners rather than through Credibly directly. So you have a combination of direct lending versus a third-party lending. So Credibly 8/10. Number 7, folks, we have Triton Capital. Our score 8.5/10. So if you're looking for equipment loans, you're looking for equipment financing, machinery, and you have fair credit, this could be a great partner. In our view, this is the best equipment loan for fair credit. So the equipment you purchase with this type of financing serves as collateral on the loan itself, meaning this lender, Triton Capital, they are flexible with their credit application. Okay, so the maximum loan amount, $250,000, minimum credit score is 600, and the estimated APR goes from 4.99 to 25%. Okay, and this is really good. And Triton Capital offers fast equipment loans up to $250,000 for businesses in a range of industries. That's what we love. We love the fact that there is no restriction here. Okay, and the pros: they can fund you within 1 or 2 business days, no prepayment penalty, flexible repayment options. This could be monthly, quarterly, annually, or semi-annually. But we do recommend that you do this on a monthly basis or every 2 weeks. Okay, and the cons: they typically require a personal guarantee and UCC lien in some cases, and they require high minimum annual revenue. But the bottom line is that this loan is collateralized, so you don't need to actually do a PG, but it really depends on your industry too. Minimum credit score 600, minimum time in business 2 years, but startups may be eligible with higher cost, and minimum annual revenue $250,000. Number 6, folks, we have Riviera Finance. Our score 9/10. So, folks, we are still talking about business loans for fair credit, instant approval, massive amounts, no personal guarantee, and fast funding. Okay. So number 6, Riviera Finance. Our score 9/10. This is best for invoice factoring. So if you're looking for invoice factoring products, this is a great lender. Okay. There's no credit check, no time and business requirements, no revenue requirements. And the cons: this is unsuited for B2C businesses, business to consumer businesses. Okay. And one thing I want you to remember here is that Riviera Finance has been offering its invoice factoring services to small B2B businesses and B2G, business to government companies, since 1969. So they've been around for a while now. They've been around for what, nearly six decades, right? And this is a great company. So the company is reliable, the company is legit, and they have a strong reputation, and their services are also very easy to use with minimal borrower requirements. Okay, and so they are very strong when it comes to invoice factoring. So when you think about invoice factoring, think about Riviera Finance. It's a great company. It's a good solution for businesses that have cash flow problems due to slow paying clients. Okay, so, and since invoice factors such Riviera are paid by the clients whose invoices they purchase, they are concerned with the creditworthiness of the customers, not the business from which they purchase the invoice from which they purchase the invoice. Okay, so there's something that you want to think about. Number 5, folks, we have here National Business Capital. Our score 9/10. So this is great for flexible borrower requirements. We love the flexibility here with National Business Capital. What are the pros and cons? Pros: no credit check for certain financing products if you meet other requirements. They have relaxed time in business and revenue requirement if your credit is above 650. And they even lend to marijuana industry businesses with 1 year in business minimum. Okay, so this is great. So if you are in that industry, if you are in that space and you're looking for financing, National Business Capital could be a great opportunity. What are the cons? Rates can be high. Yeah. So what I want you to think about when you think about National Business Capital, I want you to think about a marketplace lender. They're not a direct lender. They are an online lending marketplace with over 75 lenders and a business model similar to Lendios. Okay, this is kind of similar to Lendios. And if you are interested, in a National Business Capital's loan, all you have to do is you just have to apply, and basically they will match you up with all their lenders, and if you see an offer that is interesting to you, you apply, you sign a promissory note, and that's it. Okay, and they basically you can choose from various types of business financing, including traditional small business loans, lines of credit, equipment financing, and SBA loans. Now, rates can be on the high side, but the financing is fast and easy to qualify for, even if you are a startup with bad credit. So this is something that you need to keep in mind. Number 4, folks, we have Blue Vine. Our score 9.5 over 10, and this is great for line of credit. So if you are looking for a business line of credit for fair credit, instant approval, you really want to think about Blue Vine. 9.5 over 10, this is our score. What are the pros and cons here? Pros, you have on-demand access to funds, same-day funding. They serve both B2B and B2C companies, okay? And the thing is that they don't accept, the con is they do not accept credit score that are below 600. So if you are in the poor category in terms of credit score, this is not really good for you. And what I want to say in general here is that when you think about Blue Vine, I want you to think about an online lender that's been in the industry for a while. We love their innovation. Okay, they offer small business line of credit up to $250,000. Okay, their terms are fair and transparent, and we love the fact that their platform is very easy to use. The loan itself is very easy to apply for. All you have to do is just provide a connection to your bank account and some basic details about your business, and this is good. And this line of credit is revolving, which means that you can withdraw funds at any time, and as you repay what you borrow, your credit line is replenished. Okay, to qualify for a Blue Vine line of credit, you will need a credit score of 600 and 6 months in business. So while this line of credits are technically available to startups with bad credit, not all businesses will qualify. Okay, but you just need to know the requirements. Number 3, folks, we have Fundbox. Our score 9.5 over 10, and in our view, this is best for short-term loans. Okay, what are the pros and cons here? Pros, we have simple application, next day funding, and no draw fee, prepayment fee, origination fee, or maintenance fees. This is really good. And the con is that they do not accept very poor credit or brand new businesses. Okay, and what we love with Fundbox in general is that they have 2 convenient lending programs that are great for newer businesses with fair credit. So they have revolving lines and term loans. Okay, revolving lines of credit and term loans. So the thing is that you are looking at a maximum amount of $150,000 that you can borrow. Okay, and they want you to have a minimum credit score of 600 and 6 months in business at least. Okay, and one thing I want to say also is that they want the business to be making at least $100,000 annually. This is really good. And you also have to pay the loan quite quickly, though. That's one thing you need to think about. In 12 or 24 weeks, depending on your offer. And the maximum loan amount again is $150,000. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another session of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. I'm still talking to you today about business loans for the top 10 business loans for fair credit, instant approval, massive amounts, no personal guarantee, and fast funding. And at number 2, we have Lendio. Our score 10 over 10, and we love Lendio because of the loan variety. Okay, this is a marketplace lender, and you have access. Think of this as a loan supermarket. You have access to a variety of loans. And what are the pros and cons here? You are saving time by sending your application to multiple lenders at once. The platform will help you figure out which financing product is best for your needs, and they let you compare different loan offers so you can choose the best one. This is really good. Okay, you have access to a lot of loans and you can choose the best one. And the drawback in our view, not all lenders in Lendio's network accept bad credit applicants, which is fine anyway, because this show is about business loans for fair credit, instant approval. So if you have fair credit, you are good to go. So overall, when we think about Lendio, we are thinking about an easy-to-use online loan matchmaking service that lets you compare and contrast and then apply to multiple business loans in just 15 to 20 minutes and get funded as soon as 24 hours. Think about it. You can get instant approval if you have the right requirements. Okay, even if you have a credit score as low as 550, you can likely find some financing options through Lendio. And so by using the service, you can pre-qualify for business loans, short-term loans, merchant cash advances, MCAs, lines of credit, okay, SBA loans, and more. So this is a great place to be. Number one, the best of the best in our view, Navy Federal. Our score 10 over 10, and this is great for low rates. If you're looking for a low APR business loan for fair credit, instant approval, Navy Federal is a great place to be. Now, Navy Federal is a credit union, so you need to be a member, you need to be an individual member and then a business member. Once you are a member, the approval can be fast, okay? And the FICO score for this minimum is 580. If you have a strong revenue relationship, a strong relationship rather with the Navy Fed, so they will be seeing your transactional cash flows, your revenue, you got to have a business checking accounts, business savings account. You got to have all those things, okay? Revenue requirements, $60,000 a year. Operational history, 6 months minimum. They have low APRs, great loan terms, but you do need to have NFCU, individual and business membership, but it's relatively easy, okay? So one thing you need to understand is that if you are requesting more than $50,000 in business loan, you can submit your loan application through their online secure document upload. So that's for less than $50,000. But a request greater than $50,000 must be discussed with a lending representative who will explain the requirements and the application process, okay? So when you think about Navy Federal, you have several types of loans. They offer business real estate loans, like commercial real estate, residential rental properties, multifamily dwellings, property renovation. They also offer business lines of credit. So you can take care of if you have a temporary working capital need, if you're looking for cash flows, payroll, gaps between accounts receivables and accounts payable, unexpected expenses, overdraft protection, and they also offer vehicle and term loans for your equipment, company cars, heavy duty trucks. What I want to say in general is that when we talk about business loans for fair credit instant approval, we got to have a clear idea of what is a fair credit score. So you have bad credit score 300 to 579. You have fair credit 580 to 669, and then good credit you have 670 to 739, and then anything above that is considered excellent. And you have to understand that in general, when we talk about personal credit score below 670, those are considered subprime credit. Okay, so having a subprime credit score signifies to lenders that the borrower may have difficulty repaying the loan, either at the business level or at the personal level. And however, there are two categories of subprime credit. You have bad/very poor credit and fair credit. And so today we are talking about fair credit. In other words, you are between 580 to 669. And the thing is that if you play the game correctly, your credit score should not even be a problem if you are looking for certain types of loans, business loans, that is. How do you get a business loan with fair credit? First of all, you need to decide why you need financing. It's important, okay? Are you going to use the money for payroll, for equipment financing, to plug the occasional liquidity holes that you have in your operations? Why do you need the money? Talk to me about that. So once you have a clear idea of why you need financing, you need to check your eligibility. Okay. So when we talk about eligibility, we are speaking about a constellation of factors that the lender will pay attention to, including your personal credit score, your business credit score, the length of time in business. This is important to see if you have a proven track record. They will want to pay attention to the annual revenue, your cash flows. This is important. Your current debt load, the loan purpose. And so once you do this, once you check your eligibility, please compare and contrast the business lending options. So in this show, I gave you 10 loans, so it's up to you to see which one fits your situation. Compare them. You want to gather the required documents. It's important. And you also want to write a clear business plan. A business plan is critical, okay? Don't think a business plan is only for investors. Business lenders also use a business plan. So you want to describe products and services that your company produces. You want to do a market analysis, marketing strategy. You want to talk about your marketing strategy, organization and management, and financials. So these elements are actually showing the lender that you are serious, that you have a plan, that you have a vision. It's important. So once you do that, you can just submit your application. Now, let me give you a few small business loans for fair credit or bad credit for that matter. And because it's important to know exactly what type of financing you need and what type of financing you can easily qualify for. Okay, so we have term loans. So this is the traditional financing that you basically get you get an amount of cash as a loan, and you have to repay it over, say, 6 years, 5 years, 4 years, whatever. You also have business credit cards. Okay, I mean, actually, a credit card is a type of loan. It's just that it's a revolving line. Okay, and you have to think about business lines of credit. You can consider business line of credit also. And invoice factoring is another type of business loan for fair credit. And invoice factoring is when a business sells its outstanding invoices to a factoring company in exchange for a lump sum of cash, usually around 85% of the total invoice amount. So the factoring company becomes responsible for collections and then pays the business a portion of the remaining invoice amounts minus a factoring fee. Okay. You also have to consider invoice financing. So invoice financing lets business owners borrow money that is collateralized by the value of outstanding invoices. So in contrast to invoice factoring, the business is responsible for collections and the loan is repaid after the invoices are paid. So invoice financing is more accessible to less creditworthy borrowers than traditional loans because it is collateralized by the underlying invoices. You also have to think about equipment financing. You have microloans, the one that is offered by Axion and Kiva for that matter. And you have merchant cash advances. Okay, so MCEs lets business owners access a lump sum of cash by giving the lender, often a merchant services company, a portion of future sales receipts. So if you have, let me give you a few tips to get a business loan with fair credit, poor credit, bad credit. You want to write a business plan. I already said that. You want to find a co-signer who has a higher personal credit score than the business owner or other applicants. You want to provide valuable collateral if you want to, and take steps to improve your credit score before applying for a loan. Before I do the recap, folks, please, I want to share with you our loan evaluation approach. We do have a strict method on this show when it comes to evaluating, categorizing, and listing business loans for fair credit. Check this out. All right, let me give you the quick recap here. So in today's conversation, I gave you the top 10 business loans for fair credit, instant approval. We have massive amounts, no personal guarantee, fast funding. Number 1, Navy Federal, 10 over 10. Number 2, Lendio, 10 over 10. Number 3, we have Fundbox, 9.5 over 10. Number 4, we have Blue Vine, 9.5 over 10. Number 5, we have National Business Capital, 9 over 10. Number 6, we have Riviera Finance, 9 over 10. Number 7, we have Triton Capital, 8.5 over 10. Number 8, we have Credibly, 8 over 10. Number 9, we have PayPal Working Capital, 7.5 over 10. Number 10, last but not the least, we have Axion, 7 over 10. Thank you so much for your attention, folks. I will speak to you another time, but until then, remember, stay marvelous.